You know what absolutely grinds my gears? When WWE thinks they can just throw together random superstars, slap a faction name on them, and expect us to forget about years of storytelling. Seth Rollins just dropped a nuclear bomb on the Vision, and honestly, it's about time someone called out this manufactured group for what they really are, a desperate attempt to recreate the magic of the Bloodline. And speaking of the Bloodline, Roman Reigns finally broke his silence on SmackDown, and what he said is going to shake the entire WWE universe to its core. But before we get into this absolute chaos, we have a quick request for you. We are constantly working to improve our content to earn your love and support. That's why we would truly appreciate it if you could take a moment to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update here on Wrestling Zone Insider. Now, let's talk about what went down, because Seth Rollins did not hold back. The visionary marched down to that ring with fire in his eyes and a microphone that might as well have been a weapon. He looked directly into the camera and said what we've all been thinking: the Vision is nothing more than a cheap knockoff trying to fill the void left by the Bloodline's dominance. And you know what? He's absolutely right. Here's a trivia question for you wrestling historians out there: in what year did Seth Rollins turn on the Shield, and who were his partners at the time? Drop your answers in the comments below. Seth didn't just stop at calling them out, though. Oh no, he went deep. He reminded everyone that while the Vision is playing dress-up and pretending to be some revolutionary force, he was the one who destroyed the most dominant faction in WWE history. He was the architect who brought down the Shield. He was the man who stood toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and every other legend this business has thrown at him. The Vision? They are just getting started, and Seth wants to end them before they even begin. The tension in that arena was electric. You could feel it through the screen. Seth challenged every single member of the Vision to step up, and the crowd was absolutely losing their minds. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is the part that has social media exploding right now. Roman Reigns was watching. The tribal chief was watching every single second of Seth's declaration of war. Now, Roman and Seth have history, deep history. These two have been brothers, enemies, rivals, and everything in between. Their story is woven into the fabric of modern WWE, and seeing them potentially on a collision course again? That's the kind of storytelling that makes wrestling legendary. On SmackDown, Roman Reigns stepped into the ring, and you know what the most powerful thing about Roman is? He doesn't need to shout. He doesn't need to scream. When the tribal chief speaks, people listen. And what he said sent shockwaves through the entire wrestling world. Here's another trivia question for the comment section. How many days did Roman Reigns hold the Universal Championship during his historic title reign? Let's see who the real fans are. Roman addressed Seth directly, and the respect between these two warriors was palpable, but so was the underlying tension. Roman acknowledged Seth's declaration but made one thing crystal clear: the Bloodline's legacy is untouchable, and any war Seth wants to wage against the Vision is his business until it affects the tribal chief's interests. And that is when things got really intense. Roman didn't just respond to Seth. He sent a message to the Vision too. He basically said that if they want to claim dominance in WWE, they'll have to go through the same gauntlet that everyone else has faced. They'll have to acknowledge him. The look on the Vision members' faces when this played on the screen? Absolutely priceless. But let's talk about why this matters so much for the WWE landscape right now. The Vision has been positioning themselves as the next big thing. They've been running roughshod over the roster, claiming that they are bringing a new vision, pun intended, to WWE. They've been impressive, don't get me wrong, but Seth Rollins is absolutely correct to question whether they've actually earned that spot yet. Seth has been in WWE for over a decade. He's held every major championship. His main event WrestleMania multiple times. He's carried Raw on his back through thick and thin. When he questions the Vision's legitimacy, it's not jealousy, it's a veteran calling out the new kids who are trying to skip the line. And that's what makes this feud so compelling. It's not just about wins and losses. It's about legacy. It's about respect. It's about earning your place in this business instead of having it handed to you. Seth Rollins built his legacy brick by brick, match by match, and he's not about to let some upstart faction claim they are revolutionizing anything without proving it first. The WWE universe is absolutely divided on this, and that's what makes it so perfect. Some fans are saying Seth is being a bitter veteran who can't handle the new generation taking over. Others are saying Seth is speaking absolute truth and someone needed to check the Vision's ego. What do you think? Are you Team Rollins or Team Vision? Let us know in the comments. Roman's response adds another layer to this because now we have three forces potentially colliding. You've got Seth Rollins, the revolutionary who's never been afraid to burn everything down. You've got the Vision, the upstart faction trying to establish dominance. And you've got Roman Reigns, the established tribal chief whose shadow looms over everything in WWE. The possibilities here are endless. Could we see Seth and Roman forming an unlikely alliance against the Vision? Could we see a three-way war that tears WWE apart? Could Roman actually endorse the Vision as the next generation of dominance, turning them into his protégés? Every option is on the table, and that's what great storytelling looks like. Here's one more trivia question before we wrap this up. Seth Rollins has held the WWE Championship multiple times, but can you name the opponent he defeated to win his first WWE Championship? Comment your answer below. What happened this week isn't just another wrestling angle. This is the kind of moment that defines eras. When Seth Rollins declares war, people pay attention. When Roman Reigns responds, the entire industry stops and listens. And when the Vision inevitably fires back, because you know they will, the explosion is going to be nuclear. The wrestling world is watching Wrestling Zone Insider because we bring you the real analysis, the real passion, and the real understanding of what these moments mean. This isn't just about moves in a ring. This is about legacy, respect, and the future of WWE. So here's what you need to do right now. If you're as hyped about this as we are, smash that like button. If you want to stay updated on every twist and turn in this war, subscribe to Wrestling Zone Insider and hit that notification bell. And most importantly, get down in those comments and let us know where you stand. Are you ready for Seth Rollins to go to war? Do you think Roman will get involved? Can the Vision survive this assault? The comment section is yours. Take over. This is just the beginning. WWE Universe. The war has been declared, and we're going to be here covering every single battle. Stay tuned to Wrestling Zone Insider because you do not want to miss what happens next.